And then we come up with our vows to try to win God's favor again. I remember when I was a little kid, man, and you take too much stuff or you go too overboard with something that you know isn't good for you, and you feel like you're dying, and you cry out to God, God, if you'll just save me, I will never do it again.
That's right. That's right. I won't eat meat for a month.
Right. And see, we think God needs that for him to want to be with us.
That's right.
Because we've confused the Good Samaritan for the thief.
Wow. Amazing. That's so good.
And it really ties into what Jeremiah said. Everybody desires to be known and to know.
Right.
And you can't have intimacy apart from that. But we're all very afraid to be known. We're all very afraid to actually just bare our soul for a person and let them see us. I mean, that was one of the most scariest things. I mean, I remember I talked about Pink Floyd a while, but I used to meditate on this song all the time, and it brought so much depth to me. And it's like, what the guy was talking about, the guy had been in a war, and he had done some horrible things in the war, and it tormented him his whole life. And he would wake up in the middle of the night, with horrible dreams, and he ended up married to this woman. And he ended up having kids with this woman, and it would torment him. What would happen if the woman ever saw what was really going on in him? And like some of the lyrics, the way that it went was, and if I open my heart to you and show you my weak side, what would you do? And if I show you my dark side, will you still hold me tonight? And then he goes into, or will you sell your story to Rolling Stone? Will you take the children and leave me alone? You see it, and he's echoing something that's inside of every human being's heart. We desire so badly to be known. But then the serpent has come and convinced us that who we are is so bad that we feel such a fear that if anybody could ever see what was actually going on in us, if anybody could ever see what was really happening, they'd reject us. And so then we never have intimacy with anyone. No one could ever know us. God and everyone else. And it works that way with God. You see, it's so profound what Jeremiah said. You can't have intimacy apart from just popping your heart out on the table. You see, and what God comes to do, he comes to fill you so full with how he knows you. So you begin to know yourself by what he said about you instead of what you see going on or what you've experienced. And so then you come to him with an unconcealed heart. You come to him to be known by him. You see, and then when you come and you see that he doesn't sell your story to Rolling Stone, that he doesn't kick you out of the house, but that he embraces you, the fear of being known is gone. And now you no longer care about anybody knowing you. And then you plop your heart out on the table. Go ahead, know me. And know me for all my weaknesses. Know me for all my shame. Know me.
May I give an example?